So this is kind of a quick IGTV and stories tutorial on my sort of workflow and how to get the best video quality out of your videos. So first thing you're going to do, of course, is open Final Cut Pro, and then you are going to File, New Library, title it whatever you need it to be titled. I'm going to title this IGTV Tutorial. Cool, now we have our library. Then you're gonna go back to File, New Project, and I'm gonna do the same just because this is easier for me to remember. Now here's the important part. IGTV has very specific specifications, say that 5 times fast, for what you're allowed to upload frame rate wise and resolution wise. So I go down to custom, and then I'm gonna put in the reverse of this. So I'm gonna put in 1080 by 1920. And then I'm gonna take this up to 60p. That just is usually I film in 60p. So this makes this, it allows me to like slow videos down if I need to fit the frame rate, etc. And then you're gonna push OK. Then I'm gonna go over here to downloads or import, excuse me. And I'm gonna select the videos that I want to add to this timeline. So I think I'll use that one and like these top videos here. Okay, so I'll import these, and I make sure that I have optimized media and create proxy media checked. This allows me, when I use proxy media in my editing timeline, it basically makes the resolution and the file size a lot smaller than it would with optimized media, which allows me to edit faster, and rendering and transcoding, all that stuff will go quicker. Then when I'm ready to export, I'll flip it over to optimized media and export it out to the highest quality it can be. So import selected. And we're gonna go ahead and let it render. So I will be back as soon as it's done. Okay, and so it didn't show it before for some odd reason. But normally what'll happen is the screen will flip. When you change the resolution, it'll flip to the side just like this, like you would see in your stories or IGTV. So the next thing I like to do is just grab the clip that I've imported and put it down into the timeline. Now I usually try to choose a clip that I think is a great one to kick off the video with, something that's eye-catching, and that's gonna help set the tone for the video. Now you can see there's this background audio that's happening. So what I'm gonna do to get rid of that is select the clip, and then I'm gonna go ahead and push Shift, Control S, and that's gonna detach the audio from the clip itself. And I'm just gonna select that and delete it. Okay, great. Now you notice this video clip is flipped to the side. So I'm gonna go over here to rotation, and I'm gonna push 90 degrees. That's gonna flip it on its side. And then I'm gonna use the scale slider to bring it up as high as I need until it's filling the space like how I want it. Now I do this so often, I know that for me, I take it to about 178 or 180, and that gives me the perfect size ratio in this space. Cool, so we now have it facing the right direction, we have it up to scale, and the sound is out. So now I go through and I find the song that I feel is gonna work best for the story I'm trying to tell. I have a playlist on my iTunes. As you see here, you've got like iTunes, GarageBand, sound effects, etc. I'll go into my playlist. I'll usually type in the name of the playlist, the artist, the band, and I'll scroll through my music until I find the song that I want. So you can press play and kind of sample the songs. I already know the one that I want to use. It's this one. It's just because I know the song and it's something that I've used before in the past. So now that I have my first clip in here, I'm gonna go up to View. And in View, I'm gonna make sure that I'm using Proxy. This is gonna allow me to edit quickly, especially when I'm on a time crunch. It's a lower resolution, but it's enough for me to see what I'm working with, get all the edits out of the way, and then go back into Optimized by doing the same thing. View, Optimized Original, and export it to be viewed on IGTV. So now I have dragged my song down into my timeline below my clip, And I'm gonna listen to the song for the first few seconds to see what the song is giving me and where I want this story to go. I also use it as a way to count out the beats so I know exactly where I'm going to place my cuts. So let's listen and kind of count it out, and we'll figure out where we're gonna put that first few cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 1. So it's 4 counts of 4. So for these first 4 counts, I'm gonna use just this beginning part of this clip, and I'm gonna cut it right on the beat. So to do that, I'm going to, let me get rid of this right now because we're not using that. To do this, I'm going to use my thumb and my index finger to pinch or separate on my mouse pad. That's gonna elongate the timeline. Another way to do that is to go right over here. You can click on this and it'll give you options on how you can view your timeline, as well as I usually do it like this. You can zoom in and zoom out, but the finger kind of trick is the easiest one that I use. I'm gonna zoom in on my timeline and go all the way to the beginning, and we're gonna count those 4 beats and cut this first clip right on the beat. So here we go. 1, perfect. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's where I want that cut to be. So I'm gonna stop my clip. And if you hear that clicking in the background, that's actually me pressing my space bar. You can play and pause your clips by just pushing the space bar. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in, and I'm gonna cut it right here over that beat. Now I'm gonna take my next outfit, I'm gonna go back over here into libraries, and I'm gonna grab the next outfit that I wanna showcase, and I'm gonna drop that right in here next to that clip where I made that cut. Now again, we have some audio in here, it's flipped to the side, it's the wrong size. So instead of going through all the same motions again, something that's a little bit quicker is to select the first clip that already has the effects, attributes that you want, and command copy. Then you're gonna take your cursor, this little marker here, over the clip that you're looking at so that you can see it in the viewfinder. Select the clip, and you're gonna push Shift Command V. That is gonna open up this paste attributes box. Now at the top, you can see where you've copied your attributes from that first clip here, and where you're pasting it to, this second clip. You can do anything from whatever effects you've put on it to literally anything that shows up in this attributes. It also works for audio. And I'm gonna select transform. That's gonna do all these things to this same clip, and paste. Look at that. Now it's flipped over and to scale, perfect. But we still have to remove this audio. So again, I'm gonna do Shift Control S to detach the audio and delete. Now we're gonna count out the next 4 beats and put in our next cut. Great, there it is. So again, I'm gonna click B for my blade tool. I'm sorry, I didn't say that before. The shortcut is B for blade tool, or you can go over here to your cut clip kind of options and select blade. I'm gonna cut it right there on the beat. And again, I'm gonna do it with the last outfit. Grab the dress here, drag it onto my timeline, remove the audio, and then Shift Command V and transform attributes. And there we have it. So now I have 3 outfits, and I know that the singing is about to come up in a second. So let's count this out one more time and see where we are in the video. Great, so I have one more clip that I can throw in here. So I'll throw in, okay, cool. So now we're here, and I'm gonna bring this into about the 4 count marker, which I think is there, 4 or 5, which I think is about there. Let's check it out. Okay, great. So we've got our 4 clips in, and now the song is getting going. We've got these lyrics happening. I usually will try to add in the clips or edit as the order of my intro. So I like to set up for the viewer what it is they're going to be seeing in this video and then go back to where we started. So we've got this first clip, and now we're just going to count the beat again, and we're going to listen for some kind of fun moments, maybe a random sound or a hi-hat or something, a nice bass, a little kick, anything that might prompt us to add a really fun effect.
Can't help the way that I'm feeling when I'm with you. You are weighing me down.
Okay, so there, I love that. Down, 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 right? So I'm gonna go to where that down, down, down happens, and I'm just gonna mark it so that visually I remember where it is. So I'm gonna select the audio bar, and then I'm gonna scroll through until I find that part. Okay, so it looks like the downs are actually on the peaks of this sound bar. Let's check this again. Yep, right on the peaks. So I'm going to take my cursor, put it over the sound bar and select the sound bar. Then I'm going to move the marker and click and make sure that it's kind of lined up. And on the sound bar, again, I'm going to select it and push Option K. That's going to give me a keyframe. Keyframes are good for changing anything from the audio levels to adding different timed events. We're not going to focus on that right now. I'm just using it to keep my place. So now looking back at the clip, it seems like I've got a few counts. Let me mute this. I've got a few counts where I can put in some clips before we get to the down, down, down. And I specifically like this down, down, down part because a little ways down my clip here, we go down my outfit. And I want to put that there as the highlight for the music and the video. So until then, I'm gonna kind of look at some other parts of this clip, like about over here. I like this. So I'm gonna just cut that and select it and copy. And then we'll go back over here somewhere. Let's see. I'm turning the music back on so we can see what our timing is looking like. So again, on the beat, we'll cut that and I will Command V to paste that clip down here over here. So now we've got 4 counts of this.
Can't help the way that I'm feeling when I'm with you.
Okay, so I can trim that in because that's where that beat is stopping again. And let's grab another part of the video that kind of looks cool. So maybe right about here looks kind of nice before the down, down part. I'll kind of cut just a quick clip of that there. And I will just select it and move it to the right part of my video, and I'm going to pull this forward until it snaps right over this keyframe. So again, I'll go back. You're going to be repeating a lot of the same places over and over and over again to make sure that you're right on the beat, that your cuts are really clean, and that it just makes sense to the story. So actually, I'll go back to the beginning and see kind of where we're working at. Okay, great. And so here's that down, down, down part. So I know what's gonna happen over here. So I'm gonna trim my video clip right to the beginning of this pan downward. Do you see that? I'm going to move this clip over to that keyframe here, and I actually won't need it anymore in a second. And I'm gonna zoom in again, spreading my fingers on the mouse pad, and I'm gonna count every down, down, down. Now we know that each down is on the peaks of the sound clip. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to that first peak, and I'm gonna cut this. So you see the video started at the top of my head. I'm gonna trim it just a little bit so it goes down to about my sunglasses. And this is gonna create a really fun cut effect. So now we've got this one here. I'm gonna repeat it on the next peak, going again just a little bit further than it was before. And for the last one, right over that peak, and take it down to my feet. So let's check out how this looks now. Oh yeah, that's fun. See, you can see the clips, it goes with the music, it's kind of pleasing to the eye, a little satisfying. Great, so now let's add in a few more clips here, and we'll complete this outfit and then move on to the next outfit. Okay, so now we've finished this outfit with one simple fun kind of cut edit, like a really sharp cuts on the down, 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 down. So now I'm gonna go back to the beginning just to make sure it makes sense. It doesn't feel too long in one section, too short, that it's easy for someone to view, etc. So let's go back to the beginning. Okay, great. And so I know I can see in the music, I'm just gonna mute this. I can see in the music that there's this peak right here. That's where the bridge comes in. And that's where I wanted to change to the next outfit. So I just made sure that the timing of this one ended right at that peak and the next clip is starting here. So now I'm gonna listen because the bridge has some extra added fun, hi-hats and other things in it to see if there's another way that I can cut this, maybe to be a little bit different from the first or to add in some more exciting visual effects. Okay, so now this first outfit is done and we're transitioning into the bridge of the song and the next outfit. Now this is gonna have some really fun hi-hats, it's gonna have some really awesome different sounds, some bass stuff is going on. So let's take a listen and decide where we're gonna cut this. So I have, I'm just going this in order. It was originally this kind of tan dress, but I wanna go in the order that, order of appearance. So I just flipped these two clips around. So let's see what this sounds like now. Okay, so I like this like I can't move, I can't lose kind of sound, right? So where she's singing. I want to add in a really fun forward and reverse action. You've probably seen it if you paid attention to my IGTV like fashion videos or my stories. So we're gonna add that in right where that I can't move, I can't lose thing is happening. So I'm gonna add another keyframe when that starts in the music. So let's go back and listen. Okay, great. So it happens right here on this peak. So again, I'm gonna select the audio. I'm gonna make sure that my marker is right over this and I'm gonna do Option K. Great, so now I can visually see where this is in the timeline. We'll zoom back out a little bit. So I've got probably like 2 counts of 4 before we actually get there. Now what I want to put there is something I already know is in this clip. It's this really fun turn, right? This could look fun both forwards and backwards. We can already see how it would look in me just scrolling back and forth. So I'm gonna look, let's see, I'll add in, we'll start with the full outfit and then I'll cut it and I'll add in another one of these little clips here on the left. Great, so now we have our two clips before this big kind of moment that I want to create. Now I'm going to trim right to the beginning of this spin. I think it starts about here. And then I want to count it out in the music and listen to when she has her next phrasing and I'll cut it there. There it is right there. So I can't move, I can, whatever she's going to say. So let's try this again. There it is right at this peak. I've used my push B for my blade tool and I made this cut right here in the track. Now I'm gonna push A to get that select arrow. I'm gonna select the clip and then I'm gonna Command C to copy. Now instead of what we did before, which was to paste the attributes, we're gonna just paste the clip, which means all you have to do is Command V. Very simple. There it is. Now I think she says it one more time or she has a phrase that's very similar. So I'm probably gonna add in another one after this. Let me just check. Okay, so yeah, I'll put one more in here. I'm gonna reverse this. So what I'm gonna do is select this middle clip here, and I'm gonna go up to my timing options. That's this kind of looks like a odometer, speedometer. And I'm gonna scroll all the way down to reverse clip. Now we have it going reverse. So now let's see what this looks like now that we've flipped this clip around. That looks so great, right? We've got a fun edit for this one outfit and a fun edit for this outfit. Now I can go ahead and kind of cut the rest of this kind of a regular thing so we're not oversaturating it with high cuts and crazy effects. We still want the customer or the viewer to see the outfit, see what they're getting, the movement, and, you know, be interested in buying it. So I'll just go through here really fast and add some more outfit cuts. Okay, great. So I've added in my other two clips, and I know from listening that the next big break, the chorus, is coming right here just because I listened to it, right? So now we're gonna flip again to another outfit. Right now, I'm about to turn, which could be another fun place to put this sort of back and forth movement. So let's listen to the music and see where it would make sense for that to happen. I kind of like this. It's kind of like a triplet happening in this music. So I'm gonna just do, let's see, I think I can cut it into two. Let it go. Give it a rating. All right, let's see how this looks. There we go. Great. And I'm gonna cut it here again because that's where it kind of sounds satisfactory. Okay, great. So then you'll go through, wash, rinse, and repeat until you're kind of happy with what you have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, great. So now we've got all of our outfits. We've got fun cuts for each outfit. Let's go back to the beginning and see what we've kind of created here. Okay, great. Now I always think it's great to end as strong as you started. In this case, sometimes I'll cut the music so that it fits together. 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't even know. So that it fits together so that it's actually ending where the song ends. But in this case, I'm just gonna do an easy fix, which is to go down to my audio file, and I'm gonna take my cursor. There's a little teardrop right above this volume line. That's what this line is right here. And I'm gonna put my cursor over top of this teardrop until you see those two little arrows pointing outward. And I'm gonna just click down on my mouse and drag that in. That's gonna create a fade out. So instead of it ending right at the end of the song, we're still at a point where the song is descending, and the audio-wise, we're coming out of this really heavy beat. It's coming down into some softer vocals, and music is going softer. So this works out perfectly. So you can see how it ends like this. And there you have it. So this is just the basics of a workflow of how I get started. I'll do more when it comes to things like stabilization, or if you want to add color to it, or putting other effects on it like wipes. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload those later. Okay, so now it's time to export. You're gonna take your cursor up here to view again, and we're gonna put on optimized original. That's gonna now give us the highest quality video that we have. We will enable our audio again. To do that, to enable and disable any clip is just to select it and push V. That is basically like an easy mute. If you want to look at something or focus on something specific, you can do that with video clips as well. Just push V to turn it on and off. So you've gone to view, optimize original, and I just put better performance, but you can also change it to better quality if you see fit. And then we're gonna go over here to the share button. I'm gonna push export Apple devices. I always choose 4K just because I like to get the highest capable video quality I can, but you can also do 1080p. It works just fine if you don't shoot in 4K or if you don't have those capabilities. I'm gonna select this, and then it's gonna take me to this settings menu. So right here, I'm gonna make sure that that format is at Apple devices, and then I'm gonna select for the video codec, I'm gonna select better quality. Now, if you're in a time crunch, faster encode is just fine. It won't be the highest resolution, but it's on your phones 9 times out of 10, people can't really tell. So I'll do better quality, and then for the resolution, I'm gonna do the highest resolution, which is that 1080 by 1920. Now, Instagram has, for IGTV, they have a very specific megabyte size that it can be. For smaller profiles, bloggers, influencers, whatever, you usually have a 10-minute limit, and it has to be no larger than, it can be no larger than 650 megabytes. If it goes above that, you might need to change your resolution to a lower one, change the quality. Sometimes that'll help lower that number. So do whatever it is you need to do in order to stay underneath those guidelines. If you have a larger account, larger number of followings, usually you have a 60-minute limit, and you can do 3.6 gigabytes. I'll click next, and then I'll save it to my external device of choice, my desktop, or I'm using my largest kind of external drive. So I'm just gonna save it. And now that's gonna export. You can kind of track its progress up here. You just have to tap the little background tasks and it'll show you the percentage here, or you can keep it closed and the circle will fill up as it's ready. So I'm gonna step away and let this do this, and I'll come back when it's fully exported. Okay, great. So now we'll go ahead and open up our saved video file, and there's a few ways that I like to do this. You can either upload it via your computer. Just go ahead and go to Chrome, and then you see I'm already in my Instagram account, and I'm gonna go down here to IGTV and upload. And then you can either drag and drop your file, or you can browse and find it. So we'll just browse. There it is right there, and open. And there you have your video. Now, if anything is wrong, if it's too big, if it's too long, Instagram will tell you. It actually won't load your video. Then you can type in your title, IGTV, fashion, whatever, and your description, fashion, fashion, fashion. And you can edit your cover photo here. You just push edit, and it'll open up your browser, and then you can add whatever photo you want as your cover. Open. Great. This is just the one I selected. That's going to be my cover photo. You can also, you have the option to have your post appear on your profile. I don't think this actually lights up until you have it fully uploaded. So we'll wait and see. You can upload this another way, which what I do is I go down to my file here, and then I push share airdrop. I send it to my phone, and I'll just select my phone here in a second. There it is in my phone files. So now I have it right here in my phone, and then I can go ahead and upload it to IGTV via my phone there. Easy as pie. Done and done. Next, cover photo, all that stuff. So if this is something that you enjoyed watching, please let me know in the comments below. Ask me any questions that you have, anything you're looking for future videos. If there's anything I need to work on in terms of my formatting for this series. I think I'm gonna actually move these over to YouTube because it's just such a large format and it's gonna be a lot of information. It'll be easier for you to view on your TV or your laptop. So just let me know in the comments below. And also, if you try this, I actually really hope that a lot of you give this a try that are doing video. Please make sure you tag me, at me, write me in your comments, hashtag Gavyn Taylor, just get it to me because I would love to see you guys trying all these really cool features. I know you guys love watching them. I would love to watch you succeed. All right, I hope you guys have a great week and I'll see you in the next video.